There's a bundle by the window, tied with fraying twine, sage and thyme and something else I've lost the name of in time. They've gone from green to gray-green, hanging upside down, and the whole corner smells of them when the sun comes round. Herbs drying by the window, slow the way things should. Nobody's in a hurry here, and I've understood they'll be ready when they're ready, and not a moment near. The oldest, slowest kind of patience lives in the air right here. I hung them up in early spring and mostly let them be a little dust along the leaves. That's fine with them and me. I take a pinch of one sometimes and crush it in my hand. The smell is older than the morning, and I understand. Herbs drying by the window, slow the way things should. Nobody's in a hurry here, and I've understood they'll be ready when they're ready, and not a moment near. The oldest, slowest kind of patience lives in the air right here. By summer they'll be brittle, and I'll take them down at last into a jar, into the winter when the green is past. But that's a long way off from now, and the spring is only here. So they hang and dry and take their time, and so do I, my dear. Herbs drying by the window, slow the way things should. The morning does no hurrying the way I knew it would. They'll be ready when they're ready, and I will wait right here. One slow bundle of drying time, perfuming the whole year. It's an old one, heavy, thick, the kind they don't press now. A little crackle in the quiet parts that I've come to allow. I set it turning low and slow, and step back from the sound. It fills the room the way that old things do, without a rush around the record turning low on the shelf across the room. A little dust down in the grooves and a warm and gentle gloom. I could put on something newer and clearer, I suppose, but this one has a warmth to it that the new kind never knows. The label's worn to almost nothing, the paper sleeve is soft. I hold it by the edges the way you're meant to, off 4 songs before I turn it, and I rarely turn it round. This side is the quiet side, and I put it on for the sound, the record turning low on the shelf across the room. A little dust down in the grooves and a warm and gentle gloom. I could put on something newer and clearer, I suppose, but this one has a warmth to it that the new kind never knows. Side runs out, it doesn't stop, it turns there soft and blank. A little rhythm in the run out that I've got the old thing to thank. I don't get up to lift it, not right away at least. The turning of an empty groove is its own small, quiet feast. The record turning low on the shelf across the room. The morning takes its time with it and warms the gentle gloom. I could put on something newer, but I never really do. One old shellac record turning low is all the sound I need. It's gone the color of weak tea behind the dusty glass. A face I half remember from a morning long since past. The whites have all turned amber, the blacks have turned to brown, and the whole of it is warmer now and I let the quiet sing. I don't recall the moments, only that there was one. Somebody stood and smiled a while in some long ago sun. The edges have gone soft and cream, the corners lift a bit, and I would not restore it, I would not touch a bit of it. A photograph gone sepia, softer than it was. Time went and took the sharpness out, the way that always does. And what is left is gentler, a warm and faded thing. The morning light falls on the glass, and I let the quiet sing. It leans there on the shelf, between the clock and cup. And most days I don't look at it, but some days I look up, and it's warmer every year, I think, or I am hard to say. Either way, the sepia is the softest part of the day. A photograph gone sepia, softer than it was. The morning does no hurrying, and neither now it does. And what is left is gentler, a warm and faded thing. One old and amber photograph, and the quiet it can bring. There's a place along the front of it, worn smooth and slightly low, where 100 cups have rested and 100 elbows sewed. The grain shows through the finish, pale against the dark. A softer, paler stretch of like a well-worn kind of mark. The worn edge of the counter smooth beneath my hand. Years of quiet mornings have made it what they planned. I run my thumb along it the way I always do. The oldest, softest part of it is the part I'm drawn to. Somebody sanded it and stained it a long, long time ago, and every year since then has taken a little of the glow, but taken made it better, which is not the usual way. The wear is what I love it for, more and more each day. The worn edge of the counter smooth beneath my hand. Years of quiet mornings have made it what they planned. I run my thumb along it the way I always do. The oldest, softest part of it is the part I'm drawn to. Set the cup down in the worn place because it fits it best. A little lower than the rest of it, a little more at rest. And the wood is warm beneath the cup and warm beneath my arm. An old and gently worn down edge has its own quiet charm. The worn edge of the counter smooth beneath my hand. The morning does no hurrying, and I've come to understand. Years of quiet mornings have made it soft and true. One worn and gentle edge of oak, and it's pale and open grain. You can only see them in the slant when the light comes low and long. Whole slow world of drifting moves where I thought there was none. They turn and rise and hang there in no hurry to come down. A little galaxy of dust above the counter brown. Dust in the afternoon light, drifting slow and gold, doing nothing, going nowhere, the way I'm told the old and easy hours are meant to go when there's nothing that you breathe out soft and watch them scatter and slowly settle back. I used to think of dust as something that I ought to clear, but in the light it's beautiful and I let it linger here. It marks the slant of afternoon, the angle of the sun, a slow and drifting record of the quiet coming on. Dust in the afternoon light, drifting slow and gold, doing nothing, going nowhere, the way I'm told the old and easy hours are meant to go when there's nothing that you lack. I breathe out soft and watch them scatter and slowly settle back. We'll move along the wall and take the motes with it, and then they'll be invisible, though they never really quit. They're always there, the drifting dust, the light just lets me see a slow and golden afternoon made visible to me. Dust in the afternoon light, drifting slow and gold. The morning turned to afternoon while the quiet slowly rolled, doing nothing, going nowhere, and that's the whole of it. One slant of gold and drifting motes is worth the sitting quiet a bit. It keeps a slower time than mine, the old clock on the wall, a heavy, patient kind of tick that doesn't rush at all. The hand goes round unhurried and loses a bit each day, but I never set it forward, and I like it just that way. The old clock's slow hand sweeping soft and low, it's 10 past something, near enough, that's all I need to know. It ticks away, the morning does, unbothered, warm and true, and time goes slower in this room the way I want it to. It chimed once years ago, they say, before I ever had it. Now it only ticks and turns, and honestly I'm glad it lost its chime and kept its step. The quiet suits it best, a slow patient ticking is a kind of gentle rest. The old clock's slow hand sweeping soft and low. It's 10 past something, near enough, that's all I need to know. It ticks the way the morning does, unbothered, warm and true, and time goes slower in this room the way I want it to. I think, and mostly I forget a day and let it slip and sink a little slower every week behind the actual hour. But slow time in a quiet room is a gentle kind of power. The old clock's slow hand sweeping soft and low. The morning does no hurrying, and the clock is even slow. It ticks the way the morning does, unbothered, warm and true, one old and patient half-past hour, and nowhere else to be. There used to be a deeper color years and years ago. Some green, I think, or maybe blue. It's very hard to know. The sun has come through every morning and taken out the shade and left them soft and pale and warm, a gentle faded suede. Curtains faded soft by 1,000 morning suns. They filter all the light to cream before the day's begun. I wouldn't trade them newer for all the color gone. The faded kind of softness is the kind I count upon. They lift a little when the windows open, slow like a breath, a pale and gentle swaying in the warm and quiet day. They filter all the light to cream before the day's begun. I wouldn't trade them newer for all the color gone. The faded kind of softness is the kind I count upon. By now they're almost linen pale and soft as they can be. And every year the sun takes just a little more, I see. But fading is a gentle thing when it's slow and warm and long. The palest, softest curtains where the brightest used to belong. Curtains faded soft by 1,000 morning suns. The morning does no hurrying, and the fading's gently done. They filter all the light to cream before the day's begun. One pair of soft and faded linen, warming all the sun. I found it when I opened up a book I hadn't read. A flower pressed between the pages, flat and paper thin and dead. But dead's the wrong word for it. It's more like it was kept, a small and quiet blossom where it slept and slept and slept. A flower pressed in a book, flat as a whispered word. Somebody kept it long ago for a reason I never heard. And here it is this morning, still holding its faded shape, a small pressed piece of a springtime that never got to escape. The colors mostly gone from it, a brownish sort of gold. The petals thin as tissue now, and impossibly old. I don't know what the book was for, or who pressed it, or when, but someone thought it worth the keeping, and I keep it again. A flower pressed in a book, flat as a whispered word. Somebody kept it long ago for a reason I never heard. And here it is this morning, still holding its faded shape, a small pressed piece of a springtime that never got to escape. I closed the book around it, careful back the way it was, and set it on the shelf again, just because some things you keep for keeping's sake, not knowing why you do. A small pressed flower in an old book is warm the morning through. A flower pressed in a book, flat as a whispered word. The morning does no hurrying, and nothing here is stirred. It's held its shape for all these years, the way that quiet things can. One small pressed flower in an old book, still keeping its pressed shape. I keep it turned down, almost off the old brown radio. A murmur more than music, warm and soft and low. There's a little hum beneath it, and a crackle now and then, and I like it kept so quiet that I lean to hear again. The radio, very low, a murmur in the room. Some slow old song from far away through a warm and gentle gloom. I couldn't tell you what it plays, and that's the point I find. A soft and half-heard music is the easiest on the mind. The dial's worn and doesn't quite stay put where I have set it. It drifts a little through the morning, and somehow I don't mind it. A little static, then a song, then static soft once more. A warm and wandering murmur is what I keep it for. The radio, very low, a murmur in the room. Some slow old song from far away through a warm and gentle gloom. I couldn't tell you what it plays, and that's the point. soft and half-heard music is the easiest under mine. By noon I'll maybe turn it off, or maybe leave it on. A murmur through the afternoon until the light is gone. It asks for nothing, offers little, just a warmth beneath the day. A soft and low old radio is company that way. The radio, very low, a murmur in the room. The morning does no hurrying through the warm and gentle gloom. I couldn't tell you what it plays, and I don't need to know. One soft and half-heard vintage song adrift across the dial. It's nearly gone, the coffee, just an inch of it and cool. But the cup itself is holding a little pocket full of warmth against my fingers from an hour or so ago. And I hold it for that warmth alone, slow and warm and slow. The last warmth of the cup held between my hands. Not the coffee, not the drinking, just the warmth that understands how to stay a little longer when the morning's nearly through. The last and slowest warmth of it is the part I hold on to. The records stop, the herbs are still, the dust has settled low. The clock is ticking somewhere behind, slow and even slow. And all the small old warm things have said their quiet piece, and the cup is the last of them, still holding on to peace. The last warmth of the cup held between my hands. Not the coffee, not the drinking, just the warmth that understands how to stay a little longer when the morning's nearly through. the last and slowest warmth of it is the part I hold on to. I'll set it down here presently and rinse it and be done. And the morning will be over and the afternoon begun. But not yet, not just yet a while. There's warmth here still to hold, and I am in no hurry to let it all go cold. The last warmth of the cup held between my hands. The morning did no hurrying, and nor now do these hands. How to stay a little longer when the slow warm morning's through. One last and gentle warmth of it is warm the whole way through. There's a bundle by the window, tied with fraying twine, sage and thyme and something else I've lost the name of in time. They've gone from green to gray-green, hanging upside down, and the whole corner smells of them. When the sun comes around, herbs drying by the window, slow the way things should. Nobody's in a hurry here, and I've understood they'll be ready when they're ready, and not a moment near. The oldest, slowest kind of patience lives in the air right here. I hung them up in early spring and mostly let them be a little dust along the leaves. That's fine with them and me. I take a pinch of one sometimes and crush it in my hand. The smell is older than the morning, and I understand. Herbs drying by the window, slow the way things should. Nobody's in a is only here, so they hang and dry and take their time. And so do I, my dear. Herbs drying by the window, slow the way things should. The morning does no hurrying, the way I knew it would. They'll be ready when they're ready, and I will wait right here. One slow bundle of drying time, perfuming the whole year. It's an old one, heavy, thick, the kind they don't press now. A little crackle in the quiet parts that I've come to allow. I set it turning low and slow and step back from the sound. It fills the room the way that old things do, without a rush around. The record turning low on the shelf across the room. A little dust down in the grooves and a warm and gentle gloom. I could put on something newer and clearer, I suppose, but this one has a warmth to it that the new kind never knows. The label's worn to almost nothing, the paper sleeve is soft. I hold it by the edges the way you're meant to, oft for songs before I turn it, and I rarely turn it round. This side is the quiet side, and I put it on for the sound. The record turning low on the shelf across the room. A little dust down in the grooves and a warm and gentle gloom. I could put on something newer and clearer, I suppose, but this one has a warmth to it that the new kind never knows. The side runs out, it doesn't stop, it turns there soft and blank. A little rhythm in the run out that I've got the old thing to thank. I don't get up to lift it, not right away at least. The turning of an empty groove is its own small, quiet feast. The record turning low on the shelf across the room. The morning takes its time with it and warms the gentle gloom. I could put on something newer, but I never really do. One old shellac record turning low is all the sound I need. It's gone the color of weak tea behind the dusty glass. A face I half remember from a morning long since past. The whites have all turned amber, the blacks have turned to brown, and the whole of it is warmer now than the day they set it down. A photograph gone sepia, softer than it was. Time went and took the sharpness out, the way that always does. And what is left is gentler, a warm and faded thing. The morning light falls on the glass, and I let the quiet sing. I don't recall the moments, only that there was one. Somebody stood and smiled a while in some long ago sun. The edges have gone soft and cream, the corners lift a bit, and I would not restore it, I would not touch a bit of it. A photograph gone sepia, softer than it was. Time went and took the sharpness out, the way that always does. And what is left is gentler, a warm and faded thing. falls on the glass, and I let the quiet sing. It leans there on the shelf, between the clock and cup, and most days I don't look at it, but some days I look up, and it's warmer every year, I think, or I am hard to say. Either way, the sepia is the softest part of the day. A photograph gone sepia, softer than it was. The morning does no hurrying, and neither now it does. And what is left is gentler, a warm and faded thing. One old and amber photograph, and the quiet it can bring. There's a place along the front of it, worn smooth and slightly low, where 100 cups have rested and 100 elbows sewed. The grain shows through the finish, pale against the dark, a softer, paler stretch of wood, like a well-worn kind of mark. The worn edge of the counter, smooth beneath my hand. Years of quiet mornings have made it what they planned. I run my thumb along it the way I always do. The oldest, softest part of it is the part I'm drawn to. Somebody sanded it and stained it a long, long time ago, and every year since then has taken a little of the glow, but taken made it better, which is not the usual way. The wear is what I love it for, more and more each day. The worn edge of the counter, smooth beneath my hand. Years of quiet mornings have made it what they planned. I run my thumb along it the way I always do. The oldest, softest part of it is the part I'm drawn to. I I set the cup down in the worn place because it fits it best. A little lower than the rest of it, a little more at rest. And the wood is warm beneath the cup and warm beneath my arm. An old and gently worn down edge has its own quiet charm. The worn edge of the counter, smooth beneath my hand. The morning does no hurrying, and I have come to understand. Years of quiet mornings have made it soft and true. One worn and gentle edge of oak, and it's pale and open gray. You can only see them in the slant when the light comes low and long. A whole slow world of drifting motes where I thought there was none. They turn and rise and hang there in no hurry to come down. A little galaxy of dust above the counter, brown. Dust in the afternoon light, drifting slow and gold, doing nothing, going nowhere, the way I'm told the old. And easy hours are meant to go when there's nothing that you lack. I breathe out soft and watch them scatter and slowly settle back. I used to think of dust as something that I ought to clear, but in the light it's beautiful and I let it linger here. It marks the slant of afternoon, the angle of the sun, a slow and drifting record of the quiet coming on. Dust in the afternoon light, drifting slow and gold, doing nothing, going nowhere, the way I'm told the old. And easy hours are meant to go when there's nothing that you lack. I breathe out soft and watch them scatter and slowly settle back. The light will move along the wall and take the motes with it, and then they'll be invisible, though they never really quit. They're always there, the drifting dust, the light just lets me see a slow and golden afternoon made visible invisible to me. Dust in the afternoon light, drifting slow and gold. The morning turned to afternoon, while the quiet slowly rolled. Doing nothing, going nowhere, that's the whole of it. One slant of gold and drifting motes is worth the sitting quiet a bit. It keeps a slower time than mine, the old clock on the wall, a heavy, patient kind of tick that doesn't rush at all. The hand goes round unhurried and loses a bit each day. But I never set it forward, and I like it just that way. The old clock's slow hand, sweeping soft and low. It's 10 past something, near enough. That's all I need to know. It ticks the way the morning does, unbothered, warm and true. And time goes slower in this room, the way I want it to. It chimed once years ago, they say, before I ever had it. And now it only ticks and turns, and honestly, I'm glad it lost its chime and kept its step. The quiet suits it best. A slow and patient ticking is a kind of gentle rest. The old clock's slow hand, sweeping soft and low. It's 10 past something, near enough. That's all I need to know. It ticks the way the morning does, unbothered, warm and true. And time goes slower in this room, the way I want it to. I wind it once a week or so, on Sundays if I think, and mostly I forget a day and let it slip slip and sink. A little slower every week behind the actual hour, but slow time in a quiet room is a gentle kind of power. The old clock's slow hand, sweeping soft and low. The morning does no hurrying, and the clock is even slow. It ticks the way the morning does, unbothered, warm and true. One old and patient half-past hour, and nowhere else to be. There used to be a deeper color years and years ago. Some green, I think, or maybe blue. It's very hard to know. The sun has come through every morning and taken out the shade and left them soft and pale and warm. A gentle faded sway, curtains faded soft by 1,000 morning suns. They filter all the light to cream before the day's begun. I wouldn't trade them newer for all the color gone. The faded kind of softness is the kind I count upon. They lift a little when the windows open, slow like a breath, a pale and gentle swaying in the warm and quiet depth. And the light that comes on through them is softer for the fade, a warm and creamy kind of morning that the fading years have made. Curtains faded soft by 1,000 morning suns. They filter all the light to cream before the day's begun. I wouldn't trade them newer faded kind of softness is the kind I count upon. By now they're almost linen pale and soft as they can be. And every year the sun takes just a little more, I see. But fading is a gentle thing when it's slow and warm and long. The palest, softest curtains where the brightest used to belong. Curtains faded soft by a thousand morning sun. The morning does no hurry, and the fading's gently done. They filter all the light to cream before the day's begun. One pair of soft and faded linen, warming all the sun. I found it when I opened up a book I hadn't read, a flower pressed between the pages, flattened paper, thin and dead. But dead's the wrong word for it. It's more like it was kept, a small and quiet blossom where it slept and slept and slept, a flower pressed in a book, flat as a whispered word. Somebody kept it long ago for a reason I never heard, and here it is this morning, still holding its faded shape, a small pressed piece of a springtime that never got to escape. The color's mostly gone from it, a brownish sort of gold. The petals thin as tissue now and impossibly old. I don't know what the book was for, or who pressed it, or when, but someone thought it worth the keeping, and I keep it again, a flower pressed in a book, flat as a whispered word. Somebody kept it long ago glimpse of a springtime that never got to escape. I closed the book around it, careful back the way it was, and set it on the shelf again, just because some things you keep for keeping's sake, not knowing why you do. A small pressed flower in an old book is warm the morning through. A flower pressed in a book, flat as a whispered word. The morning does no hurrying, and nothing here is stirred. It's held its shape for all these years, the way that quiet things can. One small pressed flower in an old book, still keeping its pressed shape. I keep it turned down almost off, the old brown radio, a murmur more than music, warm and soft and low. There's a little hum beneath it, and a crackle now and then, and I like it kept so quiet that I lean to hear again the radio very low, a murmur in the room, some slow old song from far away through a warm and gentle gloom. I couldn't tell you what it plays, and that's the point I find. A soft and half-heard music is the easiest on the mind. The dial's worn and doesn't quite stay put where I have set it. It drifts a little through the morning, and somehow I don't mind it. A little static, then a song, then static soft once more. A warm and wandering murmur is what I keep it for. The radio very low, a murmur in the room, some slow song from far away through a warm and gentle gloom. I couldn't tell you what it plays, and that's the point I find. A soft and half-heard music is the easiest on the mind. afternoon. Until the light is gone, it asks for nothing, offers little, just a warmth beneath the day. A soft and low old radio is company that way. The radio very low, a murmur in the room. The morning does no hurrying through the warm and gentle gloom. I couldn't tell you what it plays, and I don't need to know. One soft and half-heard vintage song adrift across the dial. It's nearly gone, the coffee, just an inch of it and cool. But the cup itself is holding a little pocket full of warmth against my fingers from an hour or so ago. And I hold it for that warmth alone, slow and warm. Last warmth of the cup held between my hands. Not the coffee, not the drinking, just the warmth that understands how to stay a little longer when the morning's nearly through. The last and slowest warmth of it is the part I hold on to. The record stopped, the herbs are still, the dust has settled low. The clock is ticking somewhere behind, slow and even slow. And all the small old warm things have said their quiet piece. And the cup is the last of them still holding on to peace. The last warmth of the cup held between my hands. Not the coffee, not the drinking, just the warmth that understands how to stay a little longer when the morning's nearly through. The last and slowest warmth of it is the part I hold on to. I'll set it down here presently and rinse it and be done. And the morning will be over and the afternoon begun. But not yet, not just yet a while. There's warmth here still to hold. And I am in no hurry to let it all go cold. The last warmth of the cup held between my hands. The morning did no hurrying, and nor now do these hands. How to stay a little longer when the slow